case you guys are wondering, why am I standing in front of this log cabin building? Well, you're about to find out. Historically significant. So let's go. Now, this is the Seneca Institute. The Seneca Institute, later Seneca Junior College, educated African-American children of this region from 1899 to 1939. It was founded and sponsored by the Seneca River Baptist Association, which in 1898 acquired 8 acres here. The first home of Seneca Institute, a frame 3-room building, was built in 1899. Its first principal, Dr. John Jacob Starks, served here between 1899 and 1912, before serving as president of Morris College, and then Benedict College. Now, Seneca Institute taught academic courses to primary and secondary students and industrial courses as well to secondary students. Its campus featured a 2-story frame classroom building, a 2-story frame boys dormitory, and a 2-story brick girls dormitory and chapel. Though it expanded its curriculum to become Seneca Junior College in 1930, it struggled through the Depression and finally closed in 1939. Dang, that's terrible that the Depression basically put them in financial ruin and made it to where they could never bounce back from it. But nevertheless, Seneca Junior College is a historical staple right here in Seneca, South Carolina. Let's go. What up, YouTube? This is P9 with another vlog, and you're probably wondering, what am I doing synced into this big old chair right here? Let me get all up. Hey, I'm out here in front of this Lazy Boy furniture store. They have this chair right over here, and I am in the city of Seneca, South Carolina. Seneca, South Carolina is located in Oconee County with a population of 8,850. So close to 9,000 residents reside here in Oconee County's city of Seneca. So let's get into it. Now, Seneca was named for a nearby Cherokee town called Isanigu, which in English translates into Seneca Town. And it was founded in 1873 during the Reconstruction era as a railroad town. And it was named for the Seneca River. And at the time it was called Seneca River or Seneca City, but it eventually shortened to just simply Seneca. And it was developed at the intersection of Blue Ridge Railroad and the newly built Atlanta and Charlotte Airline Railroad. So this is Seneca, South Carolina, and I'm walking down Main Street right now, the main drag downtown. There's going to be a slew of shops as usual. Hair salon, restaurants, dance studios, so on and so forth. This is pretty cool right here. These little designs of bicycle riders. They have the Corner Pie Company at Mayberry's. So this is a restaurant right here called Mayberry's. Just good food. It's not open yet right now, but it sounds, from what they're saying, that it is a good restaurant. Got to do my homework. And this mural has the American flag, and it reads respect, honor, and freedom. So respect, honor, and freedom. So respect the American flag, honor it, and for those who fought for the freedom. The artist is Jim Juris, and it was sponsored by Mayberry's and the city of Seneca in 2021. So shout out to Jim Juris for that really nice sculpture. So my apologies, this isn't called Main Street, it's called North First Street. It's at the corner, I'm at the corner of North First Street and Townville Street. So let me go down this way real quick before I cross the street. See, check out what's down here on Townville Street. Oh, they got a bar and grill called Papa Julio's Bar and Grill. The Loft on Townsville. They have some lofts over here apparently. Dear Rosie Boutique. So this might be over here where the railroad depot is. Now this section right here is called the Ramcat Alley. So we're gonna walk down the Ramcat Alley. This section of downtown. Looks like a section that has a few restaurants, a few entertainment spots. Now, I just looked up why this is called Ramcat Alley. And it's called Ramcat Alley because historically there were many cats that once gathered near the Fred Hopkins Meat Market, which is located somewhere on this street. I don't know if it's still open now, but that's where a bunch of cats gathered right on this street right over here. So they called it Ramcat Alley for that very reason. And today they just have a bunch of shops, boutiques, art galleries, you name it. They have a bookshop right over there across the street. And they also have this store called Green Springs that sells soaps and self-care, candles, bath goodies, jewelry, stuff like that. And they also have this this establishment called the Red Door. They sell a bunch of decor, home decor, stuff like that. So it's a lot of pretty cool shops over here on Ramcat Alley, right here in Seneca. Looks like they have an antique shop right here called Tannin Hall or M Tannery and Sons. Yeah, it's called M Tannery and Sons. And they also have Let me see. They also have this brews on a brewery right there. Plant Parlor Cafe. And you have that building over there, which is a law firm across the street. But I wanted to come check this out right over here. It's called Chalk's Barbecue Company and Southern Catering. Wish they was open right now. I'll get me a plate. But this is what they serve. Smoked chicken leg quarters. This is their specials, kids meals. Chalk's Barbecue Company and Southern Catering. They don't open until 11 a.m. But they have this nice mural right here. It's like an abstract mural created in 2020. And here is the social media handle for the creator. I'm Body Creative Design. Check them out. It's part of the Oconee Mural Trail. Really nice colors. And they even have a bake shop over here. Cardamom Bake Shop. Drizzle Alley, Bruise Alley. So Ramcat Alley, really nice, dope area to hang out. It looks like it's dead right now because it's before opening hours for a lot of these spots, but it looks like it's a lit spot to be at when and during the peak hours, you know, especially on the weekends. Cross right here. And they have this little courtyard. Don't look like much going on right here. First Chapter Bookshop. And here's a restaurant right here. It's called Vangelis. As you can see right there, Vangelis. They're not even open yet. They don't open up until 5 o'clock in the evening. But this is basically their entrees right here. So I don't know if you guys can see it. Yeah, get it in focus. Wild mushroom nochi. I don't even know how to pronounce that. I don't know if I pronounced that correctly or not. They have shrimp and grits. But look at these prices, y'all. Look at these prices. This is definitely one of those fine dining 5-star type joints right there. And this is the Blue Ridge Art Center, funded by the 10 at the top, Hughes Investments. So you have the Ram Alley Cats right here. You have one right here. It's by Patricia Sink, called the Calico Cat. It has a different designs on it. That's really dope. So this is actually called the name of this park is called Buchanan Park. As you can see right here, it's called Buchanan Park. It was dedicated March 16th, 2012. And it's basically just a little park that has a bunch of beautiful artwork. They even have welcome to Seneca, South Carolina mural right here. We'll get to that in just a second. But apparently this Ramcat Alley, which is what the corridor we just walked down, was renovated in 1998 with appreciation to Johnny Fields, mayor of Seneca, from 94 to 98. So yeah, definitely wanted to check this out. So apparently, I guess Seneca must have had some history with jazz music, because I see a jazz musician right here. And you got the Ramcat Alley, of course, painted right there. Bluegrass music is a thing that's big apparently in the up country or upstate South Carolina. And so these are just illustrations of the history and things that represent the city. And it's called the Welcome to Seneca mural. This is again done by Jim Juris, the same artist who did the American flag mural over at Mayberry's. So shout out to Jim Juris. And here's some more paintings over here. You can see this fountain right here. Give it some pizzazz. And you have this one right here. This one is a bunch of vintage vehicles, vintage cars. And again, you have the backdrop of the Blue Ridge Mountains on there, shown so prominently. And also you have this piece right here. Looks like it's called the Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, Past, Present, and Future. So this was done by Seneca High School. Fred Edgerton, arts teacher, Hunter Dye, artist, and Elijah Muzinski, another artist. So these pieces were put together by all of these individuals. So they did a great job. They're just basically highlighting the old school plane, the first plane designs right there. Looked like something that was flew by the Wright brothers. And you know, the RF, the newer model airplanes, the military style aircraft. And then you of course you have the Delta aircraft, the 747. So that's the commercial airplanes right there. So it's just basically showing you a chronicle of different basically different model vehicles, trains. So you have the old locomotives, the freight trains for the Norfolk Southern, and then you have the steam locomotive on the far right hand corner. Then you have the modern day Amtrak trains. And again, the backdrop of the Blue Ridge Mountains really illustrate the history of Seneca in the Blue Ridge Mountains. And you have the automobiles, the old school automobiles mixed in with the new school. Pretty dope. Y'all like these parts of cities that have artwork, especially in an area like this. It really brings flavor to the area. So yeah, guys, I'm gonna go get some more parts of the city, so stay tuned. Yeah, let's go. Here's the other part of Ramcat Alley. Now they got the sidewalk shut down over there due to some road work going on. But you can see there goes some more parts of Ramcat Alley, some more buildings. And there's a bunch of history right here pertaining to Ramcat Alley. As you can see, there's even poems put up right here. This poem right here that accompanies this mural right here, this painting, is called Cotton. Not going to read the whole thing, but basically this is the poem. Has 7 stanzas. So yeah, And this is just some history of Ramcat alley cats. Much like people, domestic and feral cats come in all shapes, sizes. Some are very big and can weigh as much as 25 pounds, while others are quite tiny and can just about fit in the palm of your hands. Cats are also very colorful. Some are bright orange with bits of black and white forming bullseye shape, and some are black as the night, while others are white as new fallen snow. So yes, there's a bunch of different forms of cats, and there were several butcher shops and fishmongers that located in the alley near the railroad station. And early each morning, a steam engine spewing its soot and ashes and pulling a passenger car, boxcar, and a little red caboose would stop at the Seneca station, and a bunch of cats would just congregate around the butcher shop. So basically, this is just the legend of Ramcat Alley, you know. So you can walk down Ramcat Alley as we saw earlier with its quaint shops and inviting restaurants. And if you are lucky, you might be able to spot these very special creatures on the alley. And this is just a nice little collage or a nice little collection of cats in the different colors. This is really cool. And this is the artist right here. I think it's pronounced De Juris. No, that's Juris. That's okay, that's John Juris, the guy who did the other murals that we highlighted earlier. So this is Seneca's catwalk, illustrated by Donna Juris. So this must be John Juris's wife or sister or something like that. Must be a relative of John Juris. But this is who was written by Seneca Cats on the alley. And this mural was done by Donna Juris as well. So let me keep walking down this way. So I wonder if she did these poems as well as the artwork. This is really cool right here, and it's a poem right here called Hat and the Cat. So instead of cat in the hat, it's hat in the cat. That's dope. That's pretty cool. Then you have the alley cat. Then you have this one right here. It's like a black spotted cat with some buildings embedded in it, and again, this one's called Chicago. And again, I'm presuming that these murals were all done by Donna Juris, and this is a combination of Cherokee and cat called the Cherokee. Hails from the Cherokee Nation. Now he's often down by the railroad station. One day the winds brought a tantalizing tang, and our Cherokee was off with a bang. He followed the perfume that hung in the air, avoiding a bear asleep in his lair. Up and down hills, over rocks, over rills, Cherokee scampered, dead set ahead, knowing that soon he would be fed. Then just before night, Seneca came into sight, a bounty of goodies, not just a little. Ramcat Alley boasted all kinds of great victuals. Cherokee vowed that here he would stay. If you look closely, you might see him one day. The Cherokee. That's a pretty cool poem right there. I figured I may as well read one of them in full. And this one's the Calico Cat. Again, nice, really nice mural. Looking like a calico cat, looks like a grandmother's quilt. Patches of cotton, patches of silk, diamond-shaped patterns, a bevy of stripes. There's nothing about you wouldn't like. So yeah, a bunch of polka dots and different patterns. It's really cool. Again, once again, shout out to Donna Juris for all the artwork right here on the alley cat walk. So it looks like over there they're building, or they're getting ready to open, rather. They're getting ready to open what's called a Seneca social company, I guess. Interesting. I'm guessing. So I'm guessing they're gonna open something up over here to add more entertainment to the area. And the Union Depot is actually over here. They have railroad tracks and whatnot. And they have this building right here with a wall of honor of veterans of all wars. Shout out to those vets. Okay. Wow, so they're actually constructing a Seneca amphitheater over here. That's gonna be dope. That's gonna be dope. Seneca Amphitheater, Laser Construction Company are the contractors. Shout out to Laser for doing the work. So it's good to come here while they're actually in the process of constructing, while they're basically laying the foundation and digging up the dirt and all of that, basically laying ground. So it's really good to be here for that. That way I can come back when it opens up and say that I did a vlog here, right here in front of the construction site for that amphitheater. Let me continue down this way. So just 2 years ago, the city of Seneca celebrated its 150th anniversary of being an established city. Walk a little further down this way because there's more stuff to see. Here on East Main Street now, so there's a little bit more of downtown to see, but I'm gonna go get this mural right here. And this is a mural of the Seneca train depot, another Jim Juris mural. And this was done in 2020, and this is just an illustration of the Seneca railroad depot back in the 50s. They even have the Coca-Cola ad back in the day where it says "Be refreshed," when Cokes were 5 cents for the glass bottles. And once again, this is a mural done by Jim Juris. You can see signature right there. Shout out to Jim. It's the Keoe Brewing Company right here. So they have a brewing company. So they have a little brewery. I was wondering when I was going to see a brewery over here. And here it is. I know this place be lit, especially during game days when the nearby Clemson University play a basketball and football games. And they also have a pizza house right here established in 2020. But I wonder if it's still open because I see a for sale sign right here. I don't know. But yeah, this is East Main Street. Two Rivers Public House. So it looks like Seneca got a lot of bars and places to, a lot of social spots to hit up. I wasn't expecting all of this. I was expecting this to be much smaller, but it's really dope though. Really dope downtown. Really dope vibe to the city. Even though it's still early in the morning. Slowly but surely coming towards the afternoon. I'm on the other side of North 1st Street, and this is where I would end the video. I'll get a little bit more footage on the other side of North 1st Street. I'm at the corner of 1st and Depot. So the building you see directly across from me is the Seneca Town Hall or City Hall. It's more of a city hall because Seneca is a little bit too big to be considered a town. Got a playground right here. And yeah, that's the municipal court, City Hall. This is cool. It's nice artwork right there. Little girl blowing bubbles. Oops, sidewalk closed. Have to make it across the street somehow. Sidewalks closed. Get across the street. There we go. Yeah, this is Seneca City Hall. So this is up close. There goes another one of those cats. Looks like a cardboard cutout. Or maybe it's not cardboard. What material is that? No, it's not cardboard. That's definitely steel. I mean, that's definitely iron. And this is by Miss Lacey. Or excuse me, the name of the cat is Miss Lacey. It looks like the person who put it together, his name is, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, Belly Strobeck or Betty Strobeck. The first name was it was hard to make out the first name. There goes some more construction work over there. I think they're building a Seneca Center for the Arts over there. So they doing some work. They trying to make this, they making this city like, this must be a fast growing city, because I forget, Seneca's not that far from the Greenville, Spartanburg area as well. So I wonder if that plays a part in it, because those cities are fast growing. But check out this mural right here. This is called the Seneca Strong Cityscape. The artist's name is Michelle L. Winnie. So this was done in 2020. And this is basically just highlights or illustrates the events that take place right here in downtown Seneca. They have an event called Cruising on Main, where apparently they have a bunch of cars and stuff come down on Main Street. So basically a car show. Then they have some silhouettes right here of just a group of people having fun. And then they have Jazz on the Alley. And then they have Ted's. Looks like a barbershop perhaps, called Ted's, which was established in 1967. And they got the little Ford pickup truck right there. It's a really nice mural. We got the fireworks in the background, of course. I'm guessing for July 4th. Shout out to Michelle L. Winnie for putting together this really dope mural right here called Seneca Strong Cityscape. Shout out to the Oconee County Sheriff Department. So there goes a sign pointing to Ramcat Alley. We visited there not too long ago. And I'm about over here at the corner of North 1st Street and Townville Street, where I was earlier. So pretty much then walked the vast majority of downtown Seneca. But before I go, I just wanted to capture these pieces of artwork right here, illustrating the Oconee County. They have a golf course called the Seneca Oconee Country Club. Then, as far as the outdoors are concerned, you can explore the Oconee. They have Devil's Fork State Park, Oconee State Park, Lake Hartwell State Park, and the Foothills Trail. So they have a string of outdoors activities and outdoors parks that you could go to if you're an outdoors person right here in Oconee County. And of course you have the creeks that you can, and the rivers that you can paddle or go canoeing. So yeah, all these murals right here just illustrates the outdoors activities for Oconee County. And this is called Paddle Oconee, Explore Oconee, Golf Seneca. And these pieces of art are by Fred Edgerton in 2020. So shout out to Fred Edgerton. So a lot of really cool artwork. Michelle Winnie, Jim Juris, and Fred Edgerton, really dope artists right here in Seneca, South Carolina. And that brings me to the end of this vlog. So guys, thank you for tuning in. And if you made it this far, make sure you hit the like button. Also, if you're new to my channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button along with the notification bell. And once you hit that notification bell, make sure you hit all. That way you get notified each and every time I go or drop a vlog or go live. So with that in mind, good people, thanks for tuning in. See you guys on the next one. Peace.